Hello, and thank you for joining. My name is Misty Corns. Today, I will be walking you through how to request time off using the new Family First Coronavirus Response Act time off codes. This recording will be most beneficial to full-time and part-time employees who have access to time and attendance and the accruals module. For this recording, I will be using the classic UI. If your company has already rolled out the new UI, additional recordings will be available to walk you through that process. Once I'm logged into the system, I'm simply going to go into my account, my time off, and request. Immediately, you will see a balances section on the right-hand side of the screen. You will also see emergency paid sick leave. Part-time employees and full-time employees have access to different amounts of time off available. For details regarding your specific balances, contact your company administrator. To start this request, I'm simply going to go to the left-hand side of the screen in the time off section. I'm going to click on the magnifying glass to see the list of time offs that's available to me. Beyond Pay has configured time off codes specific to the law. The types of codes you have access to is emergency paid sick leave for care of spouse, child, or parent, as well as yourself. These codes have specific pay rates and rules assigned to them. It's important to make sure that you select the correct code. Using the wrong code could affect your pay as well as your taxes, as well as the company's taxes. If you have questions on whether you should choose one code versus another code, please contact your company administrator. Also, the descriptions may vary slightly depending on your company and how your company wants these codes to appear. Again, contact your company administrator if you have questions on which code to select. For today, we're going to select the self-care option. I'm going to be paid at a regular rate of pay for this self-care. I can also see a calendar of the days that are available to me, and again, that's going to be based on your company configuration. I'm also for today going to enter multiple days for this example. So I'm going to click on the drop down. I'm going to choose multiple days. There are specific rules for when you are able to start using the paid sick leave. The first day that you're able to select would be April 1st. Selecting a date prior to April 1st is not allowed per the law. So for this example, we're going to select the 1st, and maybe I'm being tested and I'm only going to need a week of pay for this. So I will go ahead and select my start date and my end date of the time off. Once I have this information entered, I'm just simply going to submit this request. Depending on your company configuration, you may receive warnings like this. Please do review these warnings. In this case, these warnings do not prevent me from continuing through this request. So I simply can just review the data and then just say yes. Some types of request will issue you an error, and in that case, you cannot submit the request. Now that I've submitted the request, I'm able to see that I have 40 hours pending this approval. Once I hit the submit request, my manager would have received an email to review this request as well as approve or reject the request. Now that I've submitted my request, I can simply go back to my dashboard. I can always see my balances right on my dashboard if your company has this configured. And then if I needed to enter additional emergency paid sick leave, simply go through the same process again and submit the additional time. On top of the emergency paid sick leave, you may be eligible for extended paid sick leave. If you are, your company administrator will be responsible for keying that time in manually. I appreciate you taking the time to learn about how to submit time off requests specifically related to the Family First coronavirus time off codes. I hope everyone stays safe and stay tuned for additional recordings and webinars. Thank you very much.